Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I get a lot of messages from friends who are about to refresh their patio, but aren't sure whether a modern lounge set is really worth the space and the price. If you've ever stared at your backyard and imagined a sleek, low-maintenance spot for coffee, a book, or a quick nap, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The decision can feel risky because you end up spending a few $100s on something that either looks out of place or turns into a chores magnet after a season of rain. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm going to walk you through why the POLYWOOD Riviera Modern Lounge 3-piece set might be the answer, or why you could safely walk away. First off, the biggest question most people ask when they see a patio set that's white with an indigo accent is whether it will survive the elements without looking like a faded costume after a few weeks. POLYWOOD's claim is that the frame and seat panels are made from their proprietary Climatetuff material, which basically means the plastic is infused with recycled lumber fibers. In practice, that translates to a piece that won't warp, rot, or splinter like traditional wood, and it won't rust like metal. For a family that grills on the patio, has a dog that loves to chew, and lives in an area that sees occasional heavy rain, the material's resistance to moisture and UV light is a genuine plus. I've seen a neighbor in Florida, where the sun beats down for 12 hours a day, his old wicker chairs turned brittle within a year, while his newer Climatetuff pieces stayed as firm as the day they arrived. Another selling point is the Colorstay technology. The white and indigo colors are baked into the polymer, so you're not dealing with a paint that can chip off after a spill, or a harsh cleaning spray. Think about the practical scenario of spilling a pitcher of lemonade on the white seat. You'll simply wipe it away, and the color stays put. That's a subtle but important convenience that saves you the hassle of repainting or buying a replacement cushion down the line. Now let's talk about the low-maintenance promise. Most outdoor furniture requires at least a seasonal clean, occasional sanding, or a fresh coat of sealant. With this set, a quick rinse with a garden hose and a mild soap solution is enough to keep it looking sharp. This is especially appealing if you're a busy professional who works long hours and only wants to pop out for a quick sip in the evening. The set's resistance to staining also means that kids playing with food or pets tracking mud across the seats won't leave permanent marks. The Forever Furniture tagline can feel like marketing hype, but there's a real upside if you plan to keep the set for several years. The frames are hollow but reinforced, and the design avoids any hidden screws or bolts that could rust out. The only assembly required is attaching the 3 sofa sections together with a few hand-tightened bolts. The instructions are straightforward: lay out the pieces, line up the brackets, and tighten. Most reviewers I've chatted with say they are able to finish the whole set in under 30 minutes, with just a simple screwdriver. Who should definitely consider this set? If you have a modestly sized patio or balcony where space is at a premium, the 3-piece configuration gives you a sofa, a chaise, and a small side table in one compact footprint. It works well for a couple looking for a shared lounging area, or for a small family that wants a unified look without buying separate chairs. The indigo accents add a pop of color without being overwhelming, so it can blend with both neutral outdoor rugs and bolder decor. It also makes sense for renters who can't risk permanent installations. The set is lightweight enough to move if you need to change the layout, or move out at the end of a lease. On the flip side, you might want to skip this set if you have a huge backyard that calls for more substantial seating, or if you're looking for a plush, deeply cushioned experience. The seats are firm because the Climatetuff panels are solid, not filled with foam. That firmness is great for short sit-downs, reading, or having a drink, but if you intend to lounge for hours, you may miss the sink-in feel of a traditional padded sofa. Also, the set isn't designed to support very heavy loads. Think of it as comfortable for 2 adults and a child, but not for a group of 6 friends all piling on at once. A practical weakness I noticed is the lack of built-in storage. Some modern lounge sets include a hidden compartment under the seat for umbrellas or cushions, but the Riviera design keeps everything exposed. If you live in a region where you need to store the pieces during winter, you'll have to find a separate storage solution. Additionally, while the material resists UV fading, the white areas can show dust and